welcome back to my channel today. Today I am doing a foundation wear test and review on a new foundation that I'm pretty sure is the most expensive foundation I've ever bought, but I have heard good things about it. Now it's not new. It came out, I don't know, last year sometime or maybe even the year before, but it is definitely new to me and I have heard some really good things about it. I bought it at Sephora. It's the Marc Jacobs ReMarcable Full Cover Foundation. I bought this at Sephora for $55, and when I bought it and she was color matching me, she was like, yeah, this is the most full coverage foundation that we carry in the store, and so that kind of piqued my intrigue. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, so yeah, let's just take this out. I did get it in the color Ivory, and it says it's an instant full coverage all day weightless wear, less is more. So let's take a look. Let's open this up. I don't know if it has SPF in it. It does say shake well before use, so we'll have to make sure that we shake it up. So this is what it looks like. It's a very heavy feeling bottle. It looks kind of, you know, expensive. It's not like a cheap bottle. It's glass. And let's see, it's only 0.75 fluid ounces. So the standard foundation, I think, comes in like 1 ounce normally, so it is less and quite a bit more expensive than a standard foundation would be. So hopefully it's good. Now I know it doesn't have a pump, but it has like this wand that you kind of it's plastic and you're supposed to like dot it on your face. So hopefully that doesn't get too messy. I'm gonna put that back on and I'm gonna shake it up a bit. Now I don't have my primer on yet. My face is clean, excuse me, and moisturized and all that, but I haven't put my primer on yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face, and I'm using the Hourglass Veil Primer. I'm just going to start putting this on my face. Smooth it all over. Okay. I just have my little towel here to wipe my hands off because I don't like stuff on my hands. All right, so I am going to use, I think, a brush for this. This is my Morphe M439 buffer brush. It's just a round buffer brush here. So let's shake this up a little bit more. It does sound kind of liquidy. So, ooh, shaking that up kind of got it a bit messy, and I thought I had the top on all the way. So either I didn't have it quite screwed on enough, it's just getting everywhere. Okay, that's annoying. And I had this tied on pretty tight. Ugh. I hope that's not going to be an indication of this being a complete mess. Okay. So I'm going to very carefully take this wand out. Now, it did say that you're only supposed to use like 3 to 4 dots for your entire face, and I think that's just crazy. But I'm going to follow the directions because it says less is more. So the lady at Sephora said, you know, if you use too much, you can tell you use too much. So start off light with way less than you think you're gonna need, and then build it up if you need to. So I'm just going to put, I think, a dot on each area and start blending out. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna need way more than that tiny little dot. And I think it did say to, when I was reading about this, that you're supposed to kind of blend in circular motions. So far, so good. I have to be kind of careful when I do my forehead because I don't want to get my brows all messy. My brows are microbladed, which I'm going to record a video soon about that now that they're all healed. But I don't usually have to put anything on them. As you can see, I don't have anything on them right now, and you know, they look fine. So I have to be careful when I do my foundation so I don't get foundation all over them. So, you know, to be honest, I mean, if I was just looking every day, like just kind of, you know, not doing much and don't have anything really special to do, that would probably just be fine for me. It's not like full coverage. I can still see my skin. I can still see a little bit of redness here. I think I definitely had more on this side than I did on this side. But I am going to put a little bit more, and I usually blend some down my neck a bit, and I didn't put any down there. So I'm gonna put on a little bit more now. I think the color match is fairly good. I'll see a little bit more when I blend it down my neck. I do think that it layers good. So I'm just gonna blend this down my neck. Yeah, I think the color match is pretty good. So far, it looks really, really good. I'm gonna get my other little mirror here and get a really close-up look. So it really does look flawless right now. Like, can't really see my pores. Now I did use a primer that kind of helps fill in the pores, but it doesn't look cakey or, you know, anything like that. Yeah, my skin looks really, really good. And it dried down pretty quickly, so I think you have to work pretty quick with this. Yeah. I think this looks pretty darn good. Now, I know I've only had it on for a very short time and you can't really, you know, tell. You've got to give it that wear test and see how it works out. Now, my skin, if you don't know, is, I would say, combo to oily. I definitely do get oily through the day, mostly in my T-zone and kind of in this area. But it's not like super, super, super oily. It's definitely, but it definitely gets there. Summertime, obviously, more so with it being, you know, really hot and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and I think finish the rest of my makeup. and then I'll be right back with you guys. All right, so this is what it looks like after I have the rest of my makeup on. Now, as far as the finish goes, it's definitely matte, but for me, I prefer matte. As throughout the day, as my oils start to kind of peek through, will look more radiant and kind of dewy. So if I start off pretty matte, usually it's a better end result at the end of the day. So yeah, anyway, so far so good. I really like the finish and the way that the foundation looks. It makes my skin look pretty flawless. And so we'll see what it ends up at the end of the day. So I will check in with you guys later, and then again at the final, at the end of the day for my final check-in, and let you guys know what my thoughts are. So stay tuned. So I figured I'd do a quick check-in while I'm waiting for my husband. I've had this foundation on for about 4 hours so far, and so far I'm really liking the way it looks. So I really hope it holds up. You know, it's not, I'm getting a little bit dewy where my oils are starting to come through, but it's nothing crazy. I don't look shiny. It doesn't feel heavy or cakey or anything. So yeah, I'm really liking the way it looks. I still think my skin looks pretty flawless. And so yeah, I'm not gonna have it on for how much I would normally wear it, like if I was working or whatnot, but definitely gonna give it a good run, hopefully at least 8 to 9 hours. So anyway, I will check in with you guys a little bit later and see what's going on then. Thanks, guys. All right, so I'm here for my last check-in on this foundation, and overall I think it looks pretty good. There is a few spots that I want to point out. So kind of around my nose a little bit, it does look a little bit cakey and is kind of broken up a bit. And the oils have started to kind of come through, you know, kind of in my normal areas, but it's nothing too horrible. Right now it is 6:39. So I've had this foundation on for almost 9 hours, I think. So I mean, it really isn't horrible. It looks fine, and I'm sure if I blotted and, you know, or added some powder, it probably would look just fine. So I think overall that this, you know, I think this foundation is a winner. Now, you know, is it worth the price? You know, I don't know, honestly. I mean, the packaging looks really nice, and you know, it's a very nice foundation. You know, I bet you this will last a really long time, because you need very little of this foundation. So I think right there in itself, it's worth it. Would I use this every single day? Maybe not necessarily. It's really good coverage. So one of those, you know, if you have a special event or, you know, a night out or something that you just want to look really flawless, I think this is definitely would be a good choice. But for me, you know, I don't know, maybe I would use it every day if I had, you know, a couple. I'm sure I will reach for it, a couple different foundations that I really love. I definitely would reach for it. So I think I am gonna keep it. So anyway, if you liked this review, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you on my future content. So yeah, I think that's it for now, and I will see you on my next video. Thanks, guys.